What is up, Goon Squad? We just got back from the junkyard. Got a new one of these because this one was floppy, so he already installed that. It's working great, nice and solid. We also just got all the ignition pieces, everything we need for the ignition and the key to work. Also just picked this sucker up right here, the bottom of that the criminal or the thief stole. So we got that.
Stole, he broke. I guess he ripped it off.
The thief broke it, ripped it off, so we got a good one. Also, just picked up a nice, undamaged airbox that we did not have, and I've heard that the stock airbox works the best, so we were thinking cold air, but went ahead and did that. Also, to top it all off, the starter just went out on us. It was an old crappy starter, so I just ordered a starter. It's gonna be in next week, but that's no problem. We'll probably roll start this thing if we have to. What you doing there? Hot wiring?
Nope, trying to put this back together.
Hopefully we'll be cranking this thing up with a key instead of a screwdriver. The key actually works now. We got this all situated in here. It's looking good. Everything put together. Radio works. Everything in here is great.
Yeah, and we might also pick up a sub. We've seen one at the
junkyard.
At the junkyard over there. Might go scoop it.
Because it's just not bumping or thumping loud enough just yet.
Right.
It just doesn't sound right. It needs that subwoofer. Also, we just installed this stock airbox that we were missing, or we actually put it on this Jeep. So we got one for both Jeeps now, and I think stock airbox run the best.
Whoa, he loves it.
All right, that's it for this Jeep right here. We got all that put together. It starts. We used the starter out of that one. We've been swapping parts. It's a good thing about having two Jeeps. So we already ordered a new starter for that Jeep, and we put the one that was in that Jeep into this one. We're gonna jump over onto this Jeep here. So we're gonna start sanding it, start taking apart everything that needs to get taken apart, like these handles. The key locks need to come off, tail lights, and also this here for the tire spare. And then we just got to pretty much do a little bit of body work and get it prepped for paint.
All right, so we're gonna take off these windshield wipers real quick. All you need is a flat head. There's a little flap right here. You just pull on it. That's it. Just make that thing just slide out and you're good to take it off.
That's good.
Go ahead and remove this decal there for the paint job, and then we're going to throw new decals.
That's it.
Be real careful with that.
And then 3 screws, pull them off, shove this in there, you should be good to, or pull it off, unplug it, put it in the Jeep. That tends to stick a little bit. And that's it. And then you just shove that back in there.
Not too far now, so you don't lose it.
It's not too hard to get.
Right.
It's right there. So we're gonna remove this cowl right here because it was spray painted black and it has a little bit of paint peeling underneath that. So we're gonna take that off, sand it with the DA, and probably re-primer it. Or you don't even have to take this one off, but there's a little grill right there. And then you open the hood and there's like 4 more under there.
Hey, I didn't even know that.
Something new every day.
So you know the Goon Squad is learning.
Just pull this rubber off. That's what hides all the bolts or the screws.
I know a lot of you guys were thinking that this hood is warped, but it's not warped. It's just sitting on a spring here.
Yeah, there's just one spring there and it's just sitting on it. But if you do have the hood latch on, it's going to be straight. There's just a spring under there.
Just pop this cowl off. These can be tricky sometimes, but for the most part, pretty simple.
Yep. And then what you want to do is take this grill off. You're not going to want to paint that. This little grill.
It's on 3M.
Yeah, on 3M. You just
peel it off.
Peel it off and it should be good to go.
Good to go.
Good to go.
All right, so these hinges for the windshield were a little bit rusted, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. I'm using a 180 sandpaper to get that rust out and get it smooth, and then we're gonna prime it, throw some etching primer on it, and then we're gonna smooth it out again.
All right, guys, so we're gonna DA this cowl with the 400 on the DA and try to smooth this paint out as smooth as possible.
Alright, so we got the windshield hinges sanded down. We got rid of all that rust. Onto the other side here. It's looking good. It's just going to need some primer, and then it's going to need to be wet sanded. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and start wet sanding this side over here with a 600 grit. And I got my water. Got my water bucket there. Alright, before we go any further on the wet sanding, I'm going to go ahead and wax and grease remove this hinge here. He's going to throw some primer on it. Same thing on the other side. I'm also going to prime this cowl here.
Yeah.
Did you wax and grease remove that yet?
Yeah.
Alright, that's it for this. We got 2 coats of primer on it. Nice thick coats. It's gonna sand out real smooth. It's gonna sand out real smooth. We got 2 coats on the hinges here. Nice thick coats. Should sand out real nice. So now that I went over it with a 600 grit, there's gonna be a lot of spots that I missed. So I'm gonna have to spray it down. And then hit it with my hand here, this hand sponge here, and let it dry out again, and it's going to show me where I need to sand some more.
Alright, so we're about to sand this driver's side with the 600. Get everything sanded, and then we'll work on the body work later on.
There's 2 screws there, and then this should pop right off. Go ahead and try to pop that off. It's been a while since I took one of these apart. And that's it for that. Now we can sand in these hard to get areas. And are we going to take off this seal?
We will, just not right now. Okay. We will when we paint it.
Then we're going to get at that door handle. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take off this panel. Just got to pop that little clip out with a sharp tool, and then that just comes right off. Oh, you may actually have to, yeah, undo them handles. My mistake.
Whoa.
I just wanted to yank something because that just comes out.
I know that.
Nice. Now we're going to peel this little film here.
I think it's a sound deadener and a little bit of insulation
and some waterproofing.
Easy part.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. There's just 2 little wedges that pretty much hold that handle, this door handle, into place. But go ahead and pop off this door keyhole.
That goes in behind the door just like that.
I'm gonna try to show you guys, but there's 2 wedges there. See if I can focus in on it. There's a wedge on the left side and a wedge on the right side. You just gotta kind of just fool with it and try to pop them off. And that's just the only thing that's holding that door handle.
Peeps, this is how you take it out. Get it and pull it. Oh, that's a lie.
Now show them how those clips or the pins work.
This sits like this normally in there, and this pin is just on there keeping it in. You gotta bend this pin, go up under there, bend this pin out, and just leave it like that, and it slides up. So we primered this cowl, and it's already dry and everything, and I'm gonna be misting some black paint on it. And the reason why is when you sand, it tells you where the low spots are and where the high spots are. So you don't want to put too much of this stuff, just lightly mist it, because you overdo it, you're gonna be sanding too long in a certain area. Just use any type of black spray paint. I'm using some Dual, just some regular cheap stuff that I had. And all you do is just mist it real lightly like this. Just shows you the high and low spots.
So on the rear section here, we got to take out this latch and this key lock, which is pretty simple. You just got to unscrew 3 bolts back here, pop the cover off, and then you get to the latch. See, that simple. That just slides to the left there, and that just pops right out. There you go. So we got everything taken apart over here and it's ready for us to sand. It's gonna look good with them circle tail lights. We've done it before. The flush mount tail lights. Can't wait to install that. It's gonna be in another video. What do you say?
We'll do it a million times.
What, the circle lights?
Yeah, they
look
beast.
sick. That's good for a stock Jeep, but for a Rubicon, for a trail rig,
you know,
yeah.
that big old fat light sticking out might get caught on some kind of limb and hold you back.
It's gonna get torn off. Yeah, you don't want that. So let's finish sanding this, and we'll finish up for the day, and then we'll be back out here tomorrow. All right, guys, we just got it sanded down. We got it finished up. We're wrapping it up for the day. We had a great day as usual.
Tomorrow we're gonna get back out here and do final touches on this thing, go around the edges, anything we missed. And there is a few dings on the door. I'm probably gonna do a little bit of body work on that, straighten it out and see what all it needs.
So we'll be back out here tomorrow. Be sure to catch us then. Be sure to check out the links down below. We got a GoFundMe, a Patreon, and some merch, so check that out. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram at goonzquad.
Hit the post notification button to know when the video comes out right away.
So we're gonna be doing something pretty cool for our Patreons if we reach our goal. We're gonna be showing you guys a little behind the scenes of what our life really consists of. So be sure to check that out. Check out all the links in the description, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.